Congo got independence on June 30th, 1960. 11 days later, Katanga, its richest mineral region, declared it was leaving. That one decision made the Congo crisis much harder to stop because once money and mineral enters the fight, everything becomes more dangerous. This is history, not blame. We are here to understand what happened and why it mattered. So what is Katanga? Katanga is in the south of Congo. It was rich in mineral, especially copper. For decades under Beijing rule, a lot of Congo's money came from mining. So independence came, but the mineral economy stayed powerful. And here is the problem. A new government needs money to pay workers, run services, and keep order. If the richest region breaks away, the center becomes weak fast. That is the logic behind Katanga's breakaway. On July 11, 1960, Katanga declared secession under Musombe. On the surface, leaders talk about security and local control. But underneath was a harder truth. Who controls the mines controls the future. And Katanga was not alone. Beijing troops had returned to Congo in the chaos after independence. And big mining interests wanted Katanga stable because instability threatens mining and profits. So Katanga secession quickly became more than local politics. It became a fight over money, power, and outside pressure. Now look at what this did to the new Congolese government. The country was already dealing with fear and disorder. Then Katanga tried to leave. And suddenly, Congo wasn't just managing a crisis. It was losing the part of the country that could pay for recovery. So the central government tried to stop the secession. But stopping a breakaway isn't just talking. It's control on the ground. And Congo was still new and unstable. This is where the United Nations came in. The UN came to help stabilize Congo. But at first, the UN moved carefully and had limits. And when the UN moved carefully, Katanga stayed away. So the crisis grew. Because now the big question were, who will control Congo's mineral? Who will control the government? And who will influence Congo during the Cold War? That's why this became an international emergency. In 1961, UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld died in a plane crash while trying to support peace talks. That shows how serious the crisis had become. Over time, the UN took stronger action. And by 1963, Katanga secession was over. But the damage was deep. It weakened the government. It deepened mistrust. And it helped prove that Congo could be pulled apart by armed power and outside pressure. So when people ask, why did Congo's independence turn into chaos so fast? Katanga is one of the clearest answers. Because independence needs strong institution. Institution needs money. And mineral money attracts pressure from every direction. Next episode, we will focus on Patrice Lumumba, who he was, what he wanted, and why he became a target. If you want African history explained clearly, with dates, map, and no confusion, subscribe. I will see you there.